Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Ballerina. And despite what this says from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, I just call it Ballerina because that's what it says on IMDb. And I just go with whatever IMDb tells me when it comes to when a movie is released, as far as what year it's released. That's what I normally go by, and I'm going by just Ballerina. And this movie is directed by Len Wiseman, the same director as Underworld. And I thought this movie was good. I liked it overall. Is it my favorite John Wick related movie? No. Is it my least favorite John Wick related movie? Yes. But what I liked about this movie were the action scenes. I still liked them overall for the most part. And we'll get into my issues with the action scenes later. But I did like how this movie captured the tone of what I like about these John Wick movies. Just this music, and also in terms of like the characters and the writing for the characters, all that kind of stuff. I did like it, and I still felt like I was in this universe, and it was fun for me. The acting in this movie was pretty good for the most part. I also enjoyed where things went in the story. And the movie really had me for the first half of the movie, despite some unnecessary callbacks and remember that moment. But most of it, I was with it. And I will say this much. I liked the movie just fine up until that last location where everything goes down and it's just a bunch of this and that. And it just kind of turns into an underworld movie all of a sudden in a way, where it's the director of Len Wiseman trying to bring his vision to it. And while I am usually pro, yes, I want to see the director's vision. I want the director to have full, complete creative control over the project. While I am one of those types of people, the reason why that didn't work for me in this movie is because I don't really particularly like the director. And also, the stuff that's being added is not stuff that I liked. And when I'm a champion a director for having their vision, their voice in there, it's usually because I'm praising that because it's a director that I like, and also a director that has talent that works for me. Whereas Len Wiseman, he just makes stuff that's kind of schlocky and feels like stuff that's from the early 2000s, and just stuff that I don't particularly care for, and it just doesn't fit in this franchise, and it just feels cheesy and off-putting in a way that doesn't assist anything. Like, I don't really want to see just like a bunch of stuff that feels like it's from a teenage boy dream almost. Like, that's the types of things where you would see these types of things. And if it existed in the early 2000s or late 90s, maybe that would be cool, kind of, somewhat, maybe. But having it exist in this, it just doesn't work. It just feels off and doesn't serve a purpose. There were obvious moments where they were using CG and some obvious cuts that were supposed to be masking a big, long take, and it just didn't work for me. And the moment this movie kind of started to lose me was the car crash in this movie. The first car crash that we get, I was like, did that just happen? And it just felt like I was, me and the movie, we were like just being separated just from that moment alone. I was like, this doesn't feel right. And while I didn't hate the movie overall, and I did like the action scenes and I liked the violence, unfortunately, this movie's approach to those things is just kind of schlocky at times. And the action did have some cheesy moments, and the dialogue was kind of weak in this movie. I just didn't really care for the dialogue scenes in this movie. Not that this franchise is known for the dialogue scenes, but still, they didn't have to be this forced and cheesy and bad. And I was kind of confused as to where this movie was going to be taking place, and this movie takes place around the time John Wick 3 is happening, although I will say that it doesn't really feel like there's much continuity to it, and I can't really get into why, because I don't want to get into spoilers. One last thing to mention, this movie didn't really do that well financially. It had a $90 million budget and didn't quite make that back. It grossed about 150 million, but that's not what they're looking for. And the only thing that I haven't mentioned about this movie is the child acting wasn't great. I didn't really buy the child actor in this movie who played a young version of the main character. Like when she was quiet and not talking, she was fine, but when she talks, I don't buy her. There was a lot of stupid stuff that happened in that last half hour, 40 minutes. That just didn't need to be there and just left no impact on me. By the end of the day, I still like this movie. It's just kind of disappointing and underwhelming overall. So check this movie out if you're a fan of the John Wick franchise. I think you'll get something out of this movie still. It just probably won't be your favorite, is my impression of it. And that's about all I have to say. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Ballerina a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Ballerina, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Airplane 2, the sequel. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.